Hi guys, and welcome to BigShadowsWorld. This is Big Shadow and we're on Farming Simulator 2017, and we're going back into the Strappenbach map, and as you can see there's the header as we move into harvest day. Well, we've done some harvesting, had a few fun days doing a little bit of harvesting. In the last few episodes you would have seen us do some harvest, and then yeah, tricky, I tell you. Certainly makes my little tail work away there. You only have a certain amount of time to get that harvest in. If you don't own the properties, you are knackered. So I managed to lease a few properties, and then come middle of the day, we lost those. Everything that we didn't own or hadn't leased ended up being harvested. So yes, we had to go back in time and have a little reset, and basically Stoney did a whole pile of harvesting as well. So here we are in the map. We'll give it a few minutes to catch up. While we're waiting, we'll pop down and do a few little things down at the lumberyard. Always make sure, I have leased this property just in case. Always make sure we keep the old timber mill going. I ran out of wood chip. Would you believe it? All that, I ran out of wood chip, so I have redirected the conveyor to load the wood chip into here, which means we can keep on keeping on. So here we go. We now have fuel again to keep the old log mill spinning. That's been hit by something. God knows what that was. But oh well, it's all part of the game, I suppose. Oh, that was a bit cheeky. Give me you. No. Yep. Okay, so that's had a little bit of a prang, and yeah, have to come up with a better system. We'll get there eventually, but in the meantime, let's go up the back blocks and see if we've got pallets being made. Having a look, quite a few pallets. This is still in production. It's got a bit of timber to go there, so that's okay. 2,000, and we have 5 stacks, so that's okay. Next stop, let's have a little port around. This is Vex's, sorry, Vex's. I was watching Vex's TV, another Twitch streamer from Western Australia. So while we're here, why not do something? Get this down. Switch. We'll just pick up a couple of drops here and keep on moving down the line. Got to keep the vehicles moving. Don't want to stop. If I miss a bit, don't care. Haven't got the money to play around with this thing. We've got to keep on keeping on. Yeah, British Paints. There you go. An old ad. So yeah, I don't want to hang on to properties if we can get rid of them. And the only reason I've got this one at the moment, it's got a bit of straw on it, and I want to make a couple of bucks. Well, not a couple of bucks, not going to make a cracker, but I want to have some straw saved up and into those piggeries, etc. If I haven't got it, can't use it, and then we'll end up having to buy it. So save as much money as possible and get this done. So I'm just going to grab this a little bit. There we go. Let's get out of here. Straight down. We'll drop this straw off. Come back, do one run of this, and then we'll move on to something else. Not a little bad little tractor you got here, Stoney. It's got a bit of grunt, he says as it goes up the hill. Okay. So hopefully this is streaming out okay. I can't see any issues from my point of view. It says it's excellent. And here we go down to this little area here. I haven't seen any growth on the corn yet, but that takes a few days, on the sugar cane, but that takes a few days to come through. We have a fair bit of straw in here. drop it off, get it out, and keep on moving. For those that are interested, been playing a few with the new Astroneer updates. A new update came out a week or so ago, 2 weeks maybe. Could be longer, 3-4 weeks. Completely different style of play. Well, no, not really completely different style of play, but a whole new way of doing things. And we've been having a bit of fun with Firmbie and myself. Firmbie's a YouTuber, and myself on YouTube have been getting stuck in, having a bit of fun there. Frustrating a few people as they watch us try to work through the new system, but we've got it now. We've got it pretty well sussed, so we'll be okay. Gotta have fun. Gotta have fun. And I went down the wrong road. We'll be okay. We actually 114s on the right hand side, grass at least. So we must have got that accidentally. But anyway, let's get this straw, get in, get out, and keep on motoring. And you're thinking, I've seen you do this before. Well, you'd be right. So LittleShadow's away at the moment, so I have to entertain myself, and this is the way to do it. He had a 7 days to die with us the other day, so he's got a little series of 7 days to die underway, and he's having good fun on that, so that's pretty cool. Hasn't blown me up, he's hit me a few times, but that's okay with an axe, but we'll be alright. It's one of those games, it takes a little while to get used to. Let's get around, get around, get around. As I said, if I miss stuff, I don't really care. Okay, so we're full. Get out. I think one more sweep of this will do it. And that will be 2 properties. Like I said, I'm not after 100%. I'm after moving as quick as possible. Yep, I'm still a bad driver. No matter what I do, I'll always be a bad driver in the game. Now, Euro Truck, that's a different story. So we're just going to unload that, and that'll be fine. Interesting. Cool. Okay, let's see what happens. So, yep, slowly we'll get into it. We'll get in there. Just trying to fix something at the moment. There we go. I needed to push a button. Wouldn't believe it, would you? Right. Okay, so that's done. One more sweep and we will be out of here. Whee, baby. Hang on for your hats. This is a roller coaster ride. Don't ride it. Don't run over the sugarcane. Got a bit of canola growing up there. We'll have to get that later. It's at 85%, so we need to get that to 100, and we can get away with it. So one more sweep of this. That'll do. Then I'll take it down, and it can do its little magic on grass. Now we need to turn the grass into silage, and we can do that at our leisure. I am actually going to throw the grass straight into the storage facility and go from there. Now, will I be able to get to where I want to go? Yes, I will. Yep, here it is. So one more sweep, that will make me happy. I could probably get a couple out of it, not interested. Like I said, it's all about bang for bucks. The old tractor's running away here. So I'll go down this line, come back up the other. But looking at just a quick look at Surviving Mars, looks very much like a little bit of Planet Base and Banish and Cities Skylines, or the type of building type program. Put down your pods, expand out your base type thing. Want to have a good look at it, hoping that it was going to be multiplayer, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to get it or I'm going to wait for multi. Yeah, if I'm waiting for multi, it could be ages away. Some of these things take a little bit longer than they say. Yes, and the price is a little bit steep at the moment for... Hey Shivim, how you going, buddy? I'm just talking about Surviving Mars. Had a quick little look just a few moments ago. Certainly looks like a lot like Planet Base, and a little bit of city skylines and the concepts of building. Planet Base in the build the pod, attach them, join them together, build the pod type thing. I was just checking out the price. Pretty expensive for a game that's really still an alpha, I suppose. But yeah, looks interesting. Don't know whether to wait for the multiplayer version or bite the bullet. Hopefully it's just a change. I wouldn't want to have to get a new game because it's gone multi or pay out a additional sum of money, because it's pretty expensive over here in the Australia. Doing a little bit of farming before I see if Firmbie's around. If he's around, we might go have a bit of a laugh on Astroneer again if he's got time. If he hasn't, well, we'll see when he gets back next time. Just got to clean up some of these crops. At the moment I'm quite happy with some of the stuff we've picked up. Yeah, more like Planet Base. Australia has some unique prices. Contact Paradox. Yeah. Okay, just got to pull up here, make a decision on where I'm going, left or right. We'll stop there. I am quite happy with what I've picked up on these two paddocks over the road. There's a little bit there, but not worth coming back for. So I am going to get rid of these two, 109 and 120. Don't want to get stuck with the bill. 119. Bye-bye, 120, bye-bye. Okay, those other ones, they are still growing, so we'll just check those. The map should have caught up now, so if I remove soybeans, potatoes, oil rash, sugarcane, and all those, I should be left down there with a few that I can harvest. 139 is empty. So it's definitely a dead crop. If I looked in here, it's gone. Okay, so 140, 138, 133, they're all at 85%. Oh, you do realise an email might make you lucky and you may get a key. True, might make me lucky, get a key. That would be nice. I'm not that big yet. I'm not that big a YouTuber. I wish. I'm not sure that they'd consider my massive following as sufficient to get the job done. Okay, so we're going to take this, and we are going right. We're going down to take this down to the grass patch. This is going to run grass. Silage is there, and as you can see, I've dumped the large trucks there. We acquired those trucks to get the job done quicker and more cheaply. In fact, we actually made a profit, so that's a strange thing. This is here just to follow this through, and that can stay there. And we'll just chuck a couple of laps in this. And we'll get this grass mowed and pick some of this up. You don't have a single video, find a picture of you online, I mean anywhere, try it once with developers. They are nice people, yes they are. I have had a few developers pop into a few games. Project 5, they came down, and I was probably the only one in recording it in English actually. And yep, had a few questions, a few issues. They guided it through us, and then yeah, so they are nice people. The developers are nice people anyway. Publishers are there for the buck, that's their job. I do have to do a couple more planet-based. I like it. It's good. Geez, it was a tough game to start. Took you a little while to get used to it. Yeah, I've got to get Firmbie to go farming. I need a slave. He's a good lad, Firmbie. That's YouTuber Firmbie. Good lad. Check him out on YouTube. He puts up with my rubbish, so that's all that matters, isn't it, hey? So just going to do a quick bit of grass mowing here. I want to get some grass into the silos. Now the silos have produced silage. There's two pits that are at 100%. I have taken 43 ton out of one pit and dumped it. I don't have anywhere to store it, so I thought I had a mod that let me store silage, but it will only let me store it in a if I bale it into a round bale. I don't have a baler that can actually bale silage into a round bale, so that's a bit of a issue there. So that's okay, we'll find something. But I can palletize it, so that might be the way to go. I'm pretty sure I might have the big bags mod, so I might be able to do it as a big bag, but we'll see. Put another barn down, it's going to cost money, and if that barn's purely for silage, then it better be worth it. But if I can get the silage under cover, it should be okay. I should be pushing through for those that watch 7 Days to Die. This is a YouTube series, into Horde Night tonight. It is day 55. Yep, day 55. Night 55. It's about 9:30 p.m. and so that means I have the night and the day to get ready for Horde Night. That's a bit of fun. That's a different series than the one with LittleShadow on Twitch here, and that's on BigShadowsWorld in YouTube. Links down below. Yep, the bag does seem promising, but I don't want to put a $38,000 shed down or barn down and find that it won't take it. There's another barn I'll have a look at in a second, which is effectively square bales, but yeah, none of the balers will actually let me bale silage, so the only thing I can do is pelletize it. I can stick it in the shed though, that will be okay. There are a few little properties here. 51 doesn't seem to want to grow back for some reason, so I might have to release that if it doesn't grow very, very soon. No good paying for a property that doesn't produce. Yeah, LittleShadow, I have set him up in the vanilla for 7 days. LittleShadow needs to be in bed when I do the Val mod 7 days. That's 10 o'clock, 10:30 at my time through to 11ish, 11:30. So little kids should be in bed. He'll argue about that. I'm pretty sure he thinks that only applies to other little kids, and I'm pretty sure it applies to all little kids. So we'll agree to disagree. Get up the hill. Go on, go on, go on. Get up, get up, get up. No, I have to fold you up. Yep. You got across somehow. Yeah, it's normally 7:30 your time, so yeah, I'm just gonna start this up, move it forward a little bit. Just get this moving. Nice pile of grass here. Okay, we'll shut you down, and we're going to duck across to this little vehicle here. Where are you? There we go. Just going to, like I said, just going to grab some grass, get it in, and then move on. We've got some silage to gather. I've already set up the conveyors to empty the silage pit. They are working away as we speak, emptying the silage into the big trailers. From there, I've got nowhere to put it. I could put it inside a barn or some building if I can find an empty building. I could sell it to the BGAs, except we haven't got enough money to activate one yet. We're getting there slowly, slowly. Oh, we're getting a bit of grass. That's good. That's good. That's good. Notice I've stolen Stoney's truck. His tractor. I got the other ones all hooked up around the place. So that's right. It's going to benefit him. He needs grass, and the grass won't last into winter. Growing kids definitely do need their rest. Us old people also need it. He did lock it. Yeah, but you know, if you hide the keys on the rim of the tyre, someone's bound to find them and unlock the car. You know how it is, mate. So that little paddock there over there is 51. Oh, there's a bit of grass on it. I want to put in some little bridges. So that'd be cool if I could find some little bridges. I did find a nice little weighbridge which is going to come into the next map. And I actually tested it out. I can actually put it down and drive across a river with a little weighbridge. So it's not what it's meant for, but it was pretty cool. And it still weighs you, which is funny. Okay, so let's get you out onto, where's the exit point? Oh, that's right, this is a legit one. Yep. Yeah, Stoney likes to keep the forks on. I hate the damn forks. Okay, so this one, going to rip down the back streets, drop that off. Like I said, that silage pit is ready to be emptied. This is just a walkway. Sorry, people. So 51 has grown, so that's okay. So we do have a few pits there that certainly produce. We spent a long time doing the harvesting. Didn't record, well, I did some of it. I think it took me about 6 hours worth, and then we had to redo it again. So yes, I didn't actually show you that because that's just crazy. Okay, so around we go. So that's grass into this silage pit. We'll come past the old viewpoint. We can have a little look. And we can now put our sugar cane, sugar beets, potatoes. We're going to have to go berserk harvesting those potatoes. Our mixed rations, I should say, straw, grass, hay, pig food, fertilizer seeds and wood chips. We can store them up and keep them for winter in there or for later. There's my sugar cane, hasn't taken off yet. I'm anxious on that. Hopefully it comes in because I love this map, but I don't know whether it will grow in the West German seasons mod. It's showing, but it's not showing its cycle, so that's an interesting question. As you can see, we come up on the left hand side of this tour. You see the displaced tree. Now that displaced tree was annoying. I used to get caught up on it and it would get into my way. So someone with a chainsaw snuck in one night and chopped it down. Not mentioning any names, Big Shadow, but I am guilty as charged. You've got the tools, yes, we've got the tools. The tools are in there. It shows on the seasons, but it doesn't give us a planting harvesting cycle. It is a long time, it does take a long time to grow, so I'm sure you can just about plant it any time, but it doesn't say you can't plant in winter. So that's one of those things. Okay, so we've got 23,000 worth of grass there, so I'm happy with that. We'll get some more. Just as soon as I clean this one up, I will move on to the next job. So just mindful that this is a roundabout, going around in circles. It's not exactly the most exciting thing in the world for you guys. I quite enjoy it, it's relaxing. I am going to do Airways Sim, Shivim. The one I was talking about, the Airways Sim. Had a look at that today with some students actually, and I'm going to actually do that and have a look at some of the things that airlines face in their growth and development. So the issues associated with running an airline, all the way through to fleet commonality and the issues associated with running, you know, Boeings with Airbus, or just Airbus or Boeing with different models, the finances, the marketing, the staff, the routing, the maintenance, A, B, C and D checks on your aircraft. I'm going to actually run that, so I don't think everybody will love it, but I don't care. I'm not there for everybody. I'm there for the one or two that like those things. Yeah, it is a multi-online player. It does cost money. It's free to start, of course, and you get 7 days in the game free. A day cycle in the game. I mean, you get 7 days, full days for free. Then you have to pay, and it's paid on usage. But a day cycle in the game is 25 minutes. So time keeps on flipping away, and your airline's sitting there. If you haven't got your stuff out in the air, it's costing you money. So yes, I will be doing that, and we'll see what happens. Do it on Twitch. I will do it on Twitch, and I will be making deliberate mistakes to show what happens if you do certain things, so based on your decisions. So I will have two accounts running simultaneously. They will be on different servers, because you cannot run two out of the, well, you can run two, but you can't run two out of the same airport, and you can't license. So I'll put them on different servers, and that way I can show you what I think should be done and what not to do. Well, you can do whatever you like basically, but I'll show you the repercussions of the stuff and the choices you make. Yeah, so I think that should be quite interesting. It really is a business model, and it covers all the things there, from the marketing through to a bit of politics. You know, you just can't set up in one country and fly all over the world. It doesn't work that way. How much does it cost? Well, they work on a credit basis, and the cost is basically outside of my head. I didn't think it was too expensive, but it is one of those time consumings where you will have to apply an hour every day, yeah, it's a few things there. You got to design a livery to upload, so your aircraft has its own livery, and you can set it up. You can decide on your marketing, whether to use internet as well as newspapers, TV, radio, billboards, all that type of stuff. And yes, I actually haven't got it open in front of me now. I did have it open today for about 4 hours. Well, it's not going to make a difference which country you're in, because the server is all based off where it is. It costs everybody the same throughout the world. Oh, get off my crop, you bad man. Bad. Now, there are no action aircraft flying through the air. It is purely all a business management type thing. However, you develop routes, you develop your hub, and select your aircraft. You've even got to manage your seating. If you want to put premium seats in, business, first class, economy, there's repercussions about everything you do. It costs space, and space is money. And they have got cargo in it too, so there's a cargo market. You can purely go cargo if you choose. If you can pick up the cargo and configure the aircraft for cargo, so be it. and there is competition. Like I said, it's live online, and you know, if you want to go into and base yourself out of I can't remember, is it Delhi, the airport in Delhi? There's guaranteed to be someone based at that airport that is competing against you for slots that you need to purchase and terminal space, of course, and they want to be going to the same destinations that you probably want to go. So you're competing against someone. If I base myself at Heathrow, I could guarantee almost straight away there would be 7 to 8 competitors based there, taking the best slots, and you've got to try to work out what aircraft you want. So yep, just give me a second. And the name of the game is, of course, Airways. Sorry, I have trouble. Just a second. Get caught up here. It's just called Airways Sim. AIRWAS Sim. Let me just see if I can get that, copy that, and paste it down there. Let me just check to make sure that's the right one. There's about 4 or 5 of them around the place. Oh, spinny wheel of death. Come on. Come on, Google. Get your act together. Yep, that's the one. Airways Sim airline game. Okay, everyone's got a spinny wheel of death. Yep, got it. So that's one of them. And as I said, there are quite a few of them around, but and they both do they mostly do different things. There's another one around the place, Airlines Empire, which is based out of New Zealand. That is free, absolutely free. And in that one, there's different things you have to do. You actually have to determine the food and drinks, what you're going to service, what you're going to charge for it, how you're going to work it. Are you going to charge them for newspapers? Are you going to... is that picking up? Yep, good. So, yeah, are you going to charge for newspapers? Are you going to give the kids something to play with? Or are you going to charge them to keep them quiet on the aircraft? Okay, so here we are back here. We've got our silage ready to go. I've got the conveyor here. This needs to be moved, this one. Wrong one, this one. And we need to get this back a bit. So we're going to move that back until it starts picking up. Just a little bit further around. Oh, wrong way. Get back in there. There we go. So that should pick up quite nicely from there. Turn the engine off. And this baby can come back as well. Oh, wrong way. I do that all the time. Excellent. Turn you off. And that should drain the rest of it out. And then I'll just have to bring the truck underneath that one. Now I've got to change the angle on this. Okay, and then that will load up when I come back. This, nowhere to store it at the moment. 15, 20 cents a day. Yep. So, you know, you pay for your usage of it. Some games start in 1955, and the good thing about it, like talking about Airways Sim, the good thing about it is if the aircraft's available in those days, you can get it. If it's not available, don't expect to get it. So, come on, baby, come on. If you want to start the game when it starts in 1955, The aircraft you're going to have are the aircraft that's available then. And oh baby, you're not doing very well. Just because it's 45 tons of stuff, you can do it. You can do it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, you can make it. What's the old saying? I think I can. I think I can. Hey, Caden, welcome to the stream, mate. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to have to switch the tractors. We'll get a run up on this one. Come on. Run up, run up, run up. Come on. Okay. So that needs the big tractor. I do like the fact that you need to work the physics in this game. It's a pain in the bum right now, I can tell you. I was a bit slow talking to Caden there. Sorry about that, mate. My chat's slightly off to my right and I can't see it without looking away from the game. Which is fine, but it's a fair distance, so when I get busy it's very hard to see. Yeah, so like I was saying, if you start the game, one of the games in 1955, that's the aircraft you get. If you want new aircraft, you have to wait for the production order to announce, or the company to announce their production, and then you have to wait, put your order in, and then you've got to pay for your deposit, and then you've got to wait for it to production, and you again wait your production down the line. So if you leave it till last minute and a whole pile of other players put in their order, you're going to have to wait until they get, oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, there we go. You're going to have to wait until such time as they get their delivery first, and then you're going to get yours. I do like the history mode. For example, my favourite aircraft in the whole game is actually the 757 when it comes on. So that's good. That replaces the 727 from Boeing. If you start back far enough, you can be flying Contis, the old Contis, and all the old planes as you try to move around the map. Around the world. It is very, very interesting. All the history and all the aircraft details are there, so you get to have to research and select what's the most appropriate. It's no good trying to take 747s, for example, which are there, and try to go short haul. It's just not going to happen. If you want to fly 747s, then you need to get a bit of distance. So yeah, you kind of have to work your way along. So how much is left in here? Two trips to empty this. So that's fine, I'll let that keep going. I can't do anything with you. All I can do really is, I can't do anything with you. You can sit there. Let's get out. Let's make some pellets. Start her up, let her rip, and then hit the old H. So Wasn't the first plane which is technically modern like today. I remember how much Boeing was showing off its 757 as the first modern fleet. 757 is a fantastic aircraft. It actually has capacity and range. It's got a range of about 3,000 plus nautical miles and a seating capacity with a bit of business class of around about 237. So it was that perfect range of passenger carrying and distance. So it certainly replaced the 727, which was too loud, too noisy, and basically effectively became not permitted to fly into countries due to noise. Yeah, twin engines still okay. Twin engines. It was the 7.3 actually, I think, no, 7.5 did replace the 727. It is twin engines, running CFM engines. Yeah, and pretty fuel efficient. The 727 was a greedy pig, 4.5 tonne an hour, rough fuel consumption of F2, and that's a rough planning figure. About 10 what do we got? 10 kilos a nautical mile. Yeah, 11 kilos a nautical mile for a one engine out, 13 for a depressurized. So, and 20 with gear down, just in case you're wondering. And that's kilograms of fuel every nautical mile. So that's pretty huge consumption. Yeah, the change in the rules there was to allow for ETOPS. You had to have a en route points. You couldn't go outside a certain range of a landing point. So you still had to have your ETOPS, but you could now fly a lot quicker because it was based on your speed of the aircraft as to how far away your alternates were and things like that. The game also has politics. So for example, if you're South Africa and you're in the apartheid days, you can't just fly anywhere, mate. They won't let you go some places. You're going to have to work your way and decide where you want to go. What's going on with you? Why aren't you... There it is. You're going to have to work out who's going to let you land there. So it's not exactly free for all. If you set yourself up in Europe, then you can't just fly all over. You can fly in and out of the United States, but you can't obviously fly around from point to point inside the United States if you're European based. And the same if you're American, you can only fly point to point, you can't fly around inside Europe. So it's all those type of things. There are other games, this one doesn't really have much of a capacity to go and put in a multi-route, but there's other games that allow you to do that. Oh, the Gimli glider you're talking about. Air Canada landed on the racetrack. Yeah, that was a conversion error, I think, from memory. The Canadians were actually at that time changing across to metric, and basically 757 is still imperial because it's well, not imperial, but yeah, imperial because it's American. So they had to do the conversions and they messed up the conversions. I think something like they needed 22,000 kilos of fuel and they got 22,000 pounds of fuel, so it's a bit of an issue there. Yeah, fuel load mistake. Yeah, and that happens. And that's, if you ever heard of the threat and error management system, that's stuff that they try to work on to remove those issues. Certainly is a lot of easy ways to get yourself in trouble if you're lazy in aviation. You know, you take shortcuts. If you don't know how to do things mathematically manually, then if you're relying on computers, you've got a bit of problem. How are we going with that supply back there? Is it still supplying? Yep. Yes, I do remember you mentioning the couple fighting in the aircraft coming down towards India. They got the sack, and the flight planner's got the boot as well. Oh, sorry, the shift coordinator got the boot. Is that the end of the story, or is it still going? So hopefully this is recording the 6,000. So we had an issue. See how it's not recording? So if you look at those, they're not recording the 6,000 liters. So that's a little glitch that we have to correct in this manner. We duck around and we come back, and you can now see, hopefully, that the actual fuel, the actual silage is actually showing. So if I was to go and take those beforehand and try to sell them, I'd get zero money. Yeah, roster manager is still actually going. Actually, criminal charges can be brought against them, so don't know if the DGCA will take them up, but surely fired and licenses revoked. Well, the only way you can revoke a license is have to go through the courts anyway, so if they appeal the license, they just refuse to hand it back, then there's nothing that the DGA can do unless they take them to the court. But they would have very, very slim chance of defending themselves. The pilot remaining in the cockpit really had to stay there. He just can't leave. I'd have to try to get the cabin crew to sort it out. And the one that left the cockpit, well, first definitely should be out of a job. But I don't know the stories. I don't know the circumstances. But they should never have been together in the first place. Yep, it certainly is criminal to endanger under any flight safety laws, and the penalties are harsh and swift. Absolutely, and so they should be. It's a severe penalty to even imply that you are going to cause an issue. So if you even imply that you're going to put an aircraft at risk in any form, you could be facing plenty of time behind bars to think about your stupid comments. Yes. But that's alright. I fully agree with that. If you're stupid enough to make comments that endanger people's lives, then you get what you deserve. Yeah, see, this one's 0 liters. And this one here, because we stopped halfway through, I poured it out. Didn't quite actually pick up what I wanted. Just going to move it away. So this one needs to be refreshed, and this will be refreshed as well. Do I have 16 ton? Nope, I'm out. Oh cool, we got a fair bit out of that. That wasn't 45 ton, come on. That should have been 90 ton. So what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sixes is 30. I've been stiffed. You bastards. Gore, dodgy, I tell ya. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick port around, just check those ones. It is a weird glitch. It's certainly specific to this. So there's 6 ton in this one. $4295. I'm going to pull you out, throw you over there. Nothing on that. So unless there's a pile buried here that I just haven't picked up yet, then that's the thing. So let's duck back down here. This is full. We'll grab you and we'll head on out. So I was going to sell this. I'm not really interested. I really want to keep it for winter in case we need it. And I want to get as much in as possible. One of the other weird glitches, of course, is the fact that if I drive past with that auto loader trailer too close to the machinery, it's going to cause it to freak out and not function properly. So we'll always keep a little eye out on that. And away she goes again, loading up. I am actually going to park this. Now, come around nice and tight. The reason is I want to switch back to the old little truck. And to do that, I'm going to switch trailers. So this one, I'm going to load up and grab the 2 trailers. Reason being, they're lighter. There's not that much left there. And I want to keep the big one back down towards the mower. We'll let that fill up. And we'll grab you. Don't think you should buy Surviving Mars as yet. It's 3 times the price it should be, I agree. And go on Reddit. I was looking at threads of the game prices in Australia, and some people have put links of stores which are good but sell at half their price, and most importantly Australian dollars. Absolutely, 100%. Steam are not doing themselves a favour, I can tell you straight up. You know, if it's a way to lose a market, they are certainly going down that path. And of course, I'm pretty sure Google, or I'm not sure which company, is certainly trying to move in and take their market away from them. So they really need to be a little bit more user friendly. And I'm not talking about their service and stuff like that, that's a different story altogether. I'm talking about their pricing structure. You'll find people setting up their accounts in other countries, you know, and it doesn't matter where you play it, you should be entitled to play your game as you travel around the world, so it shouldn't matter. So yeah, they're going to find themselves yeah, elsewhere, I suppose, in the marketplace. Particularly, they don't do any quality control on the games, and even when you tell them a game is non-functioning for everybody, they still leave it there for sale, which is disgusting in my view. God, what are you doing, dude? Yeah, so there's games out there that don't function, and they get complaints about, but they just leave them there anyway. And people just book them, and then they hope that they just can't be bothered getting the claim back, I think. Just a sec, I'll get around this corner and I'll have a little read there. So they should just get Australian dollar. Most of the problems with Steam Australia will go away. I'll honestly say you should make another stream. Another Steam, yeah. But there's a lot of people promoting different sites where you can get games, and the price, when you see Steam put a discount on something, it's only really, and I've noticed in the last month or so, because someone's introduced me to some of these other sites, it's only because the other site is cheaper that they've put their sale price on. So just about every single one there where there's a sale price, you can be sure you can find it for the same price or still less somewhere else, but they brought it down to reduce that difference, and they're supplying Steam keys, for goodness sake. So it's not as if you're getting a different game or different platform, you're buying Steam keys, so it's still being hosted by Steam, but you're getting it cheaper off somewhere else. Okay, 9 o'clock in the real world. Yep, I'm going to open up an Indian email address. I think I'll set up BigShadow at whatever it is in India. I mean, I'm pretty can't really quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure Twitch is very strong movement into getting into the gaming sales industry. I'm fairly sure that's why all these links are here down in the Twitch, is to encourage you to purchase the games from Twitch, and so they are starting to face some serious competition. Big Shadow at *** smiley face. There we go. It's not as if the game's not going to come in English anyway. Okay, we're getting a few little hits on the stream here. It's getting a few little spikes. Steam are having a go at me, see? They've targeted me for bad mouthing them. No, not really. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't quote me. Too many screens open again. Okay, so I'll just rip this off, move it down onto the next block, and yeah, go from there. I think I got a good couple of 60 odd ton. Buy the game and play it on their server, that's right. It's all about your login on Steam. So I'd have a Steam account linked to the login from India. So, like I said, you're just logging in with an email. Oh, the game store is nVidia. nVidia. Yep. Yeah, there's plenty of game stores. Absolutely tons of them now. Just got to do the research, and that's the painful. And I'm not against the developers getting money. The developers should get money for a finished game or a game that's workable. Just don't like the prices the in-between people are charging. The inconsistency with the pricing is what I should say. They're geographically discriminating against me. How's that, hey? I'm geographically discriminated against. You can buy the game and you can play it on a slow PC where the actual game is started on the nVidia servers and they stream you the game to play. Yep. Okay, let's get you up. Okay. Oh, will I make it through the gap? And I'm not going to mow this, I'm just going to get it onto the field. Okay, so that's fine, that one's done. And here we go, this one's loaded. Let's move forward to the next one. And this should, by rights, empty this right out. There is a little touch down there, but I can use the silo cleaner to get rid of that. Hopefully, yep, that's going, and that should go as well. I do have a problem with logs, 36 ton. My pallet boards are producing. I need to move these up to the back blocks, but that's okay. Wood chips a problem. I need to get that wood chips processed. Jump the fence, get hung up on the barbed wire, that's going to hurt. That one there's 72. So that will build, that won't go anywhere until that one, other two are done. Oh, I made it. That's unique. So I've got to rearrange that, chop all that down. That's all offline stuff. I do have one bag there to sell. I'm going to bring the tractor down with the silage, stick the silage in here, and store it there. Oh, and I can put it in undercover. I can actually put it in into the shed. So where am I? I'm on the trailer with the yeah, that one. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, that empty. No, it's not. Get you back. Get you around a bit, little doggy. There we go. I'll put you there. I should be able to extend you out still. Hopefully that picks up the rest of that. Did I turn it off? I did. Yep. Oh, I knew it if I didn't bring the big tractor. Got to get over. Okay, so that should be right there. Hey Keiko, how you going? Welcome to the stream. How did I go on that? Did I get enough out, or I still got to move this damn thing again? Oh. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, hosting. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very nice of you. Yep, I've set you up to host actually. So that's pretty cool. I've seen you've been on and done a few little videos. I've watched a few of yours. They're very good. Make me look like rubbish. Come on, let's go down there and get back on this one. So we're just doing a bit of farming, as you can see. just sorting out our multiplayer, and just trying to pick up the last of this silage here. I can use a front end loader, but I am lazy. I'm all for automation, so I've got a few little tricks up my sleeve to make life easier. Except sometimes these little things just cause me a pain in the butt. So just got to position this just about right and we'll be okay. Please, please. Oh yes, we did it. Excellent. So that's one silo empty there. There's still a touch in there. That's emptied off. I'll be able to clean that up. Did it take the lot? It did. 0. Excellent. It is empty. That's off. And yes, I am now one happy chap. And we can head this back and palletize it. So you could have come and helped us yesterday, Coco. With this, we had tons and tons of harvesting to do. It's a multiplayer map with seasons and finance and leasing and all that type stuff. And yeah, we kind of pulled a shifty, leased the properties, harvested them, and then released them back into the wild. But I think the computer got smart, and after a certain amount of time wouldn't let me lease anymore. It would let me lease it, but it was all harvested. So yeah, it tricked me. But yeah, we're okay. We started this map with no properties whatsoever, and there was no crops. We just started it with 360,000 and no vehicles. So we are struggling through the first year the hard way. I was looking at that surviving Mars too, Coco, you were talking about the other day, and am going to get it, but certainly multiplayer is of interest to me there. Single player, yeah, still of interest, but I think the multiplayer would be fun. Okay, so I'll leave that there. I need to switch out, so how are we going with this? Yeah, we've got some in there. As you can see, I've got muscles, I'm pretty strong. Okay, we'll leave that there, we'll cruise around. The other farmer on here, there's 4 of them actually, but 2 haven't managed to get here through one reason or another. It's a 16 player server, but yeah, there's 4 farms set up, but 2 haven't been able to get here for one reason or another. And Stoney's gone off to work, so there's life gets in the way of fun again, which sucks. Now I've got to make sure I stay away from that palletizer because it's going to screw it up. Yes, I know, I'm cheating, aren't I? I turned the wrong one off. I've got to turn that off. Okay, so I'm going to move this and I'm going to put it into storage. We have, when we started the map, there was absolutely 0 crops, so I couldn't harvest and make a buck. There was nothing in the silos. Everything was 0, basically. So I'm doing okay. I got 72 grand. I did cheat a little bit, I'll be honest. Let's stick it in this one. I screwed up and leased the properties right on the first day, thinking that the prices were cheaper than what they really were, and it was per day, not per lease. So yes, it kind of hurt, but that's okay. Does it fit? It does. Excellent. Idiot, wrong button. Fantastic. Looking into the damage mod. Try practicing your yes, I know. I am a terrible driver in this game. But if you've seen this map, the Strappenbach map, the roads are so tight. So you're gonna see if you can design that mod so that if I hit something, I damage my vehicle and damage property and have to pay for it. That would be cool if you can come up with one of them. You won't be popular, but you will be with me. What? Did I hit something? I need to go. Oh, I'll cut through the shop. Yeah, the Euro truck is a good one. I do like that one. Actually, I've got to do that again. I'm going to go multiplayer on Euro Truck 2, and my account is all set, ready to go, and I do have a few bucks sitting in the account. I was just wanting to get my videos up on YouTube, and I've just been a little bit behind getting the Euro Truck videos up, but I might just go multiplayer on that anyway. Okay, so whereabouts are we? Let's have a look at our, get out of the truck, look at our industry. The bunker silos, we should have only one active at the moment, 100% down there, so that needs to come out. That's 170 tonne of silage. And the others are empty, which is fantastic. Storage house, nothing lists there. Bunker, just did. Sawmill, I need resources into there. I do have 26 that will keep producing. Pallet factory we just checked, that's in progress. Pig farm, Stoney's pig farm, there's 5 little baby pigs there to be sold, so that will make a buck there. And none of the other pig farms are active except I put in straw in there, there's water, there's feed which is straight up grass, and I need potatoes and a silo feed, and then a few pigs that will get that going. And this is why we're keeping the grass and the straw in the main silos, so that we can keep this going over winter. Potatoes we're going to harvest very, very shortly. In fact, I think the potatoes come on harvest in the first week of autumn. No, in 3 days basically. So we're going to get those potatoes off and make sure we have sufficient there. So to feed the animals, we want to store up as much. We've got to make some money, but that's okay. The price of barley and wheat should be coming right down because we've just sold a pile. Canola is not too bad. Potatoes are going strong. Sugarcane is there, so hopefully that does produce. Wood chips, yeah, not that great. Silage, it says there's a price for it, $0. I can't sell silage or grass or straw anywhere apart from baled, and that's a mod I put in just to make this thing work. What else do we have to look at? The fields, they're fine. We have nothing in those silos yet. We didn't put any grain in the silos. We should have, but we got caught out when the leases, or well, the crops got cleared by the AI. So unfortunately, we didn't quite make the $1 million that we like to. That will teach us to try to manipulate the system. And those storage, yeah, like I said, that doesn't show. However, I do have stuff in storage, and that still shows when I go up into here. I have managed to stick away 44 ton of straw, and 447 ton of straw, and 42 ton of grass so far. I want to get that to about 100. No hay. We'll take some of that grass in the last days and turn that into hay and stick it into storage as well. Silage I can't do anything with. BGA is unfortunately not open. We haven't activated it. It costs money. So if I was to pop over to BGA now, just to give everybody a little sample, fantastic facility, and it will buy the silage, etc. I want the map. Where are you, map? Let's go to BGA. This one. It will buy the silage off us, and we have tons of silage pits, etc. However, to activate it, we're going to need to have to pay out 685,000 euro. I've got 72, and Stoney has about 12 so far. We do have 96,000 in the actual bank, which we have to pay the bills on and split that up between us. So we'll probably get another 47,000 each there. So that's okay. That will put us in the 100, and I'll have to decide what we're going to do with it, and we'll probably need to look at buying some fields and putting in our own crops. Or investing it in some other way to produce income. So all the industries in this game are not active unless you activate them. You start the game and you have wood chips that you can sell and crops that you can sell that don't exist. Once we've finished harvesting all the stuff that we can harvest, so for example soybean, potato, sunflower, corn, sugar beets. I'll turn off these ones. Once I harvest these crops up, then we will be selling the equipment. Of course, the potatoes and sugar beets, I'm going to have to purchase some equipment. So we're going to call on the contractor account to buy that equipment, sell it, and we'll owe them what they lose. So yes, we are making it difficult for ourselves, exactly. Right, so next on my little agenda is we need to go and look at the bank. 72, I got 5 grand in the bank, that's okay. So I do have 5 grand sitting around there. The map's good. Why is that not working? Interesting. I think my tablet might have just gone flat. Nope. My credit union has just stopped functioning. Oh, there it is. Okay, sticky button. This is a bank loan to get a line of credit, but I haven't been able to get it to work. So the bank doesn't give interest, it just keeps the money for us. It's just, yeah, it's a bank. Yeah, don't expect too much interest. No, it just holds your money. It does lend it to you. If you use this system in single player, the credit union, for example, it will lend you money. And if I was to, example, take a loan of 100,000, it will give me 2 days, 100,000 euros for 2 days, overdraft interest at 10% per day, it will give me a life of the loan 7 days, and then overdraft interest 10%. So after 2 days grace period, if I haven't repaid it on the 9th day, I'm going to be paying back 10% every single day after that. So it gets stuck into you and starts gouging if you don't pay the loan back. The only way to get it more than 7 days is to increase the amount you borrow. But look at the interest rate, overdraft interest rate, if you don't pay it back. Yeah, borrow 500,000. After 2 days, if you're late paying, interest 20% plus your normal 6% per day. So 26% per day. Whoa, baby. It is a death trap. Do not risk it. Dead right. However, I only like this because I like to be able to lease properties instead of buying them. So yes, lease the equipment, lease the vehicles, lease the properties. Okay, so let's just pop around and see what's happening. So I do have grass to pick up, grass to mow, more silage to palletize, wood chips, the logs to collect, wood chip pallets to make, pallet board to deliver. Oh, no, not doing you. Hop out. However, that's all for today, because I am going, unfortunately, fortunately, I am going to play 7 Days to Die and stream that on YouTube. So if you'd like to wander across to YouTube in 30 minutes, or on the half hour or hour, depending on where you are in the world, I will be streaming YouTube BigShadowsWorld 7 Days to Die, and it's day 55, and we're going into the night, and then it will be Horde Night coming up. In the meantime, if you're still with me at the moment, let's find you somewhere nice to go visit, and let's pop a visit down to, oh, that's me. I could go host myself. That won't work. So you are a female in the game. Yes, that's random. You will end up being a male or female. Who's out there that we should go visit? Big Shadow, he's pretty good. Coco Sip's pretty good, but she's not streaming. The Forest, that's a scary one. I love the Forest. Let's just pop out that. Battlefield 4. Who likes Battlefield 4? Let's go pay. You're at work. Oh, that's a horrible thing. Don't you swear at me, young Coco. Hey? Work. Ooh. Naughty, naughty. Let's go see young Ruby. And she's playing Battlefield 4. She's a Eastern Coast streamer. She needs a shorter name though. Hey?
That helicopter literally tried to fly through it again. Why? What was that? What was that, Fox?
And there she goes. She's now
What is?
there.
Engineers, can they do actually anything to help with, No, but against... Great, never mind. Great. Nothing. We're literally gonna die and lose because there's no one attacking any of the good sites. That's it, I'm going to go